want to share the story about how ideas worth acting upon is emerging and getting started today. So the first thing is I'm an avid TED watcher, and I noticed that after watching 450 talks that there's very little that I had acted on. I'd built a small community shelter for exchanging themes with my neighbors. It was quite fun. We'd share appreciations back and forth, answer our favorite location questions, share positive quotes. We'd have a little bit of a theme every month. And there'd be dog treats and dog bags and little watering area for dogs on a hot day, and that came out of a TED Talk. And another was I came to donate $200 to Amnesty on condition that I not be put on any mailing list, which failed entirely. I've been deluged ever since. But almost nothing of the 450 talks had led to direct action. And so I started looking at what was involved in this. And I usually watch TED Talks when I'm eating. And my hands are quite sensitive to 3G and Wi-Fi signal. When I'm holding a phone or typing and the Wi-Fi or 3G is on, within 10 minutes, the joints in my hands start hurting. So I really minimize that, and I try and use the LAN cable on my laptop. So I'm eating, watching TED Talks. They mention some charity or some idea on the videos, and I have to pause the program, rewind it, put my plate aside, get up, go over to the laptop, type in the thing, and really hope that one of 7 distractions doesn't come in, a new email that breaks the thread, then I've forgotten the web page. And as a result, it's so frustrating, I just don't act. And then the other thing is, if I want to give $5, $10, or a small thing to charity, it kind of becomes questionable. If I have to go through a 15-minute ritual of finding the charity, logging in, creating an account, getting myself set up with a bunch of junk mail that's bad for the environment, is it really worth a $10 gift? Because if they're going to spend $10 mailing me, if they're going to waste all that paper, it's really not. And so I wrote to TED and asked them to serve as a flow-through charity. They're a nonprofit, and I thought, great. I buy so much on Amazon because it takes 10 seconds. I think, oh, I'm out of toothpaste. I walk in the office, click on the Amazon link, type in toothpaste, my last order, and similar toothpaste pop up. I instantly see the review, buy with one click, it's done. And it's off my list. It's a really great feeling to take care of all the stuff so that my mind can go back to writing and that kind of thing. So I thought, buy with one click charities, donate with one click, $5, $1, not be put on a mailing list, not be getting any paper. And my giving would go up more than 10 times. And so the idea was, share this with TED and let the TED Talks be 10 times more potent, because below each TED Talk, I watch a lot on Android and also on my iPad, and below each talk would be any links mentioned in the talk, any charities mentioned on the talk, with a donate with one click feature. You just give your credit card to TED, and they'd store it for all time. And if you activated one-click giving, you can just 1, 5, 10, and it's done. And it's going to the charity that the speaker has considered most potent and relevant to their talk. And I just love this idea. And of course, the speaker, this challenges the speaker to grow, to continue to do their research and always be on top of what is the most potent single way to spend 10 minutes, $5, $10, moving the focus of their talk forward. And so I thought this was great. And I wanted to, see that happen. But it got bogged down in, I don't know where it's going. And that is actually one of the themes and the reasons I'm making this video is I often feel so bogged down by all the minutiae. So I'm in the Philippines. The internet is terrible. The sound is terrible. I've got motorcycles, hotel staffs, hotel guests, and I'm always thinking, oh, I can't do it. I can't make a recording. I can't do this. This will never work. And it just gets bogged down. And so this is an experiment in the opposite. Life's imperfect. I'm going to have endless, blockages and stuff come my way. But what if I just take one action today? Can an ordinary person actually make any difference in an imperfect world? Without the best camera, without a good mic, with can an idea just grow? Can anything happen? So this is an experiment and a discipline in that area. And part of what I was coming to as I hit these dead ends with TED, I wrote to Chris on LinkedIn, didn't hear back. Asked for the name of their app developer. They're hiding the app developer. And as far as I know, these ideas are just going into a black hole, which is very common when one tries to reach out to a government or an organization. But can individuals on their own make a difference? I don't know. But I do know there are some encouraging signs. When I wrote to AirAsia, because I couldn't find the terminal information on their emails, and the terminals are 45 minutes apart in Manila. Initially, there was a little bit of resistance, but I had my assistant find the email of the CEO of AirAsia, Tony, and he actually forwarded it to his tech support, and as a result, there's now terminal information on the emails of flights that go out on AirAsia. And that took about 2 weeks. And they're looking at some of the other things. You know how airlines like to give you these horrendous emails that say, if it's an international flight, do this. If it's this kind of flight, there's these terms. And they know what flight it is because they've just sent you, it's a domestic flight. They've got it right on the top of the email. So why are they sending you all this bullshit? And some of that is going to be changing. And so there's some encouraging thing. I think there are some organizations and some individuals that are hungry for good ideas. And we'll just see what happens. So thanks for participating. If you've got a great idea worth sharing, that was my insight this morning, that we don't have to wait for TED. We don't have to be nominated as a speaker. We don't have to get anyone to agree with us. We simply need to see and believe in an opportunity, in an idea that we feel would help the world be a slightly better place, whether it's better airline service, better labeling of allergies in hotels, better ways to save paper, and make a video. And if there's a way, I'm asking my assistant right now to look into the best way to create a channel for this. But this is just one little tiny step in the right direction, and thank you for watching, and let's see what happens.